Yo, what's up guys, my name's Hakiii, and in this video we're gonna go over all of the major changes and improvements that were made to GTA Online with the San Andreas Mercenaries DLC. There's a lot of good stuff to go over, props to Rockstar honestly, so let's get started with the quality of life changes. There's a good amount of them. Let's start with the vehicle changes. Actually, before we get specifically into that, something that's related to vehicles is the time trials. Instead of being able to do it weekly, we're gonna be able to do it daily in GTA Online, which is a huge thing because it means we're going to be able to make way more money than usual. Because if you don't know, from completing the regular time trial you get $100,000, same with the RC Bandito one, and if you do the HSW time trial, that is an extra $250,000. So being able to do those once every day instead of only every week is huge. We're going to make way more money, as I said, and it's safe to say grinders are really happy about this one, since you can basically make almost $500,000 from time trials alone every day now. And then another big improvement is when you call up Moore's Mutual Insurance, instead of having to claim each vehicle separately one by one, we now have an option to claim all of the vehicles all at once, which honestly we should have had in the game a long time ago. All these years we really had to call up Moore's Mutual Insurance and just claim each vehicle one by one. So basically we claim a vehicle, it hangs up, we have to call them back and just do that over and over again until you claim everything. That was just silly, so I'm glad we finally have this option. We're no longer being charged for recovering a personal vehicle that got destroyed during a contact mission, which is pretty good. We now have custom description tags for our garages to help quickly locate our favorite rides when calling the mechanic. So if you're a person that has a lot of vehicles and you sometimes forget which vehicle is what, this is definitely gonna help with that. Now with the new F-160 plane that has VTOL capabilities, if you don't know, that means it could go in helicopter mode and play mode. Switching between those VTOL modes was usually holding right on the D-pad. Instead, that's going to be holding down on the left stick. Requesting the MOC, the Avenger, or the Terabyte will now be better for us because it's going to spawn closer. That's a nice improvement. I guess they're just adding more spawn locations, so wherever we are on the map, it's probably going to spawn somewhere closer this time. We now have more specific filters when we're searching for race types in the jobs menu. Both the Eudora and the Broadway can now be used for taxi work. If you don't know, with both of those vehicles you can make them look like a taxi with the livery, and it's got the taxi sign on the top as well. Not the biggest improvement right there, but I guess now for taxi work we just have multiple different taxi vehicles we can use. Now a lot of the quote-unquote lesser used vehicles are now removed from the in-game websites, and we can only obtain them through the Lucky Wheel, the Prize Ride, and the Vinewood Car Club and stuff. Doesn't seem like a great change to me because it just makes the Prize Ride and just other stuff like that not great if they're lesser used vehicles. Personally, I like how it was at the start. Even if people don't really use those vehicles, it's good to have them on the websites just cuz. Don't really know what Rockstar was really thinking with that one, but let's move into some gameplay improvements. There's a new register as a boss option added in the interaction menu, which basically replaces the separate CEO, like become a CEO and become an MC. Those two options are now inside of register as a boss option in the interaction menu, which just makes it a little more organized. I think that's a fine improvement. Registering as a boss isn't actually a new category, it's just inside of it there's registering as a CEO or an MC president. For body armor, specifically at ammunition stores, you can now just have the option to buy all at once. So for like super heavy armor, you could just press it once instead of spamming it till you get to 10 body armors. And something really good for lower level players, you will now not have any requirements for body armor. So I guess the level 1s you can also buy super heavy armor if you want. They just removed that rank requirement completely. Another really good improvement is if you fail a heist or a mission and you quick restart, that will generate the body armor and all the snacks you use back to what it was before. So basically you didn't actually waste any body armor or snacks on that failed mission, which is really good. I remember way back in the day when the first heist update came out and I was doing, let's say, the prison break heist, I would use so many snacks and so much body armor, and I would, let's say, fail the mission, and then I would need to completely quit the mission because I am just out of body armor and out of snacks. It was kind of a pain. That is not going to be a problem anymore. Definitely a really good improvement right there. When we parachute or free fall, we're not going to get a call anymore from Tom Connors or English Dave. I don't know why them specifically, but I guess it's just less annoying contacts to to worry about. Let's talk about a huge improvement, probably what's going to be the most noticeable improvement out of this whole update, and it is actually a really substantial one. Rockstar is adding a hold to sprint option in the settings menu. So if you go in the settings, you can switch it to hold to sprint, which means instead of having our thumbs spamming the A or X button for eternity, we can now just hold that button and still go at the fastest speed possible at the same time. Previously, holding the A or X button is just the player jogging, but now we can actually go at full sprint speed. That's a really big improvement. I definitely like that. If you haven't hopped on the new update, as soon as you do that, go in the settings and make sure you have it set to hold to sprint. It's basically an alternative sprint control option that was added to the settings menu. Daily objectives no longer have a rank requirement, so more people could just participate in them. Let's be honest, after the first year or two of GTA Online, we really don't need to have a rank requirement to do daily objectives. Barely anyone even does them, but I guess for new players, maybe they can try them out and they don't have a requirement anymore. For some game balancing updates, payouts on collectibles and events such as the buried stashes and treasure chests are increased. Payouts for Gerald's last play and the super yacht life got increased by 25%. The P996 laser and the Hydra both got nerfed. And for the orbital cannon, which is big for the PvP community, you can no longer be instantly reset or refunded to prevent players from being repeatedly targeted. Basically, once you use the orbital cannon, whether you hit the target or not, you are not getting your money back and you're not getting reset or anything. There's now a new feature called the career progress, which basically tracks your criminal activities. It's only available on the Xbox Series X and S and the PS5. It's basically a new stat you can look out to track your accomplishments, quote unquote. Then this new feature is called the Vinewood Car Club. It's actually a pretty cool looking little car shop type thing, kind of like they have with Simeon's dealership. This is only for GTA Plus members, and all of the cars that are going to be featured inside of the Vinewood Car Club are 20% off, so that's very nice for GTA Plus members. People that don't have GTA Plus can still go in here, but obviously they don't get the discount, and I don't think they can buy any of the cars either. The Avenger got a big buff. It's got new weapons. It's got a control terminal inside of it now. You can store it inside of the hangar and customize it as well. And from inside of this control terminal, you can start up the new contact missions that we got with this update. And going back real quick to the F-160 plane, you also press right on the D-pad to access the stealth mode. So it has a stealth mode kind of like with the Akula helicopter. And if you're someone that uses creator mode, you have dozens of new props you can use. So for those really talented people that create custom races and other cool game modes like that, you now have more to work with, which is awesome. And of course, on top of all these, we have the new vehicles, new contact missions and stuff like that, but that's for another video, which I'm going to showcase the vehicles, me buying them and all that good stuff. So let me know down below in the comments which improvements you like, which ones you don't like as much. Overall, I think these quality of life changes are great. We should have had some of them a long time ago, but better late than never. Now click the video on screen now for the best vehicles with rocket boosts in GTA Online. I hope you all enjoy that video, and peace.